Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will be testing out a new technique for those with oily skin. To find out if this is a game changer and could work for you, keep on watching. So I'm gonna start off, as I always do, by prepping my skin. Well, actually, I already did. So I put my moisturizer and everything. It's really important, even though you have oily skin, to still moisturize. If you try to, so a lot of people think
I had a dreams that you could
think that you should skip this step because your skin is oily, but if anything, it's gonna trick your skin into thinking it needs some more hydration and it will end up producing more oil, which a lot of people don't know. This is my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's my favorite one so far. It really tends to make my pores look a lot smaller. I noticed, especially on top of my nose. I fractured my nose in high school, so I've had a few surgeries, and I had a cast on for, I would say, about 2 weeks, and ever since then I've noticed my pores have been really big on my nose. I really hope this helps because I love wearing, actually that's a lie, I don't always enjoy makeup just because I hate the feeling of how heavy it feels, and I am one of those people that tends to sweat a lot, especially on my face. So hopefully this hack works well. It'll make my summer a lot easier. Okay, so they say to place setting powder, I'll be using my Airspun, I don't know why I forgot the name, and it's the girl who I watched said to put it where you tend to get the most oily with a damp beauty blender. Okay, so I'm gonna press against my nose. I tend to get oily on my chin as well. In the corners of my mouth too, which is really frustrating, especially if you're going out to eat or something. If this hack does work, this could help a lot. Let's see, in the center of my forehead. And I would say I tend to break out here. A lot of hormonal acne will appear on your chin. So there's only so much I can do about it. All right, I would say these are the places I get the most oily. Oh, actually, y'all get a sweat stash because I do. It's gross. All right, and I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm gonna dust it off. Actually, I decided in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and color correct a bit. Let's see how this works. This is also my first time using my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade, let's see what shade it is. I can't remember. It's supposed to be a peachy color. Oh, peach corrector. So it's a peach corrector. My under eye circles are really dark, so they're really prominent right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and color correct while everything just kind of sets. You can already tell how that cancels out the purple. So a lot of times, like if you have redness, I would use a green color corrector to cancel out the redness. And if you have like purple, like more purple under your eyes or any spots, I would use peach. There's a whole other colors that you can use for different things. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I could look them up. I don't want to give out the wrong information. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and dust everything off. It's been about 5 minutes since I put this on. now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I do have oily skin. I still like to use a dewy foundation just because I put powder and setting spray over it. The setting spray kind of allows it to melt into my skin, or allows the powder to melt into my skin so it doesn't appear to be as cakey. So let's try this out. I just don't really like the look of matte foundations on me. I feel like it tends to cling, especially if you have any like peach fuzz on your face. It'll cling to it and just look cakey. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and alright, so one of the keys that I saw in her video was to use a damp beauty blender, especially if you're trying to avoid that textured skin. I do have some breakouts going on in my skin. Luckily they're my skin tone, but I still tend to get a lot of texture sometimes with foundation, so I'm gonna go in with my Juno. I think it's a microfiber sponge. This is so good. It gives you like a air
A few moments later.
y'all know what I mean. It gives you a flawless finish. So start buffing it in. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my face and I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of the places I get a little oily. I don't bake because, well, actually I bake when I do like full contour, but I'm not gonna do the full shebang today. It does look a little patchy here. The lighting isn't that great. I don't have my ring light with me, so I'm getting like weird shadows on my face, but bear with me, I will fix it. So I'm just gonna go in again with my setting brush and go over all those places that I already set. I'm just gonna put a light layer so it doesn't look too cakey. Where I tend to get oily. So I went in with my Airspun. Now I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild contouring palette. I'm gonna use the lighter shade right on over here and go right over that again. I'm gonna go under my eyes. I really like it. I feel like this just brightens things up. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna go do everything else and I'll be right back. All right, so this is the final look. See, I told y'all there was a weird shadow. I'm pretty sure it's because the sun moved, because I'm using natural light right now. Honestly, for all the powder I have on my face, this is probably the most natural my foundation has ever looked. Wow. Ooh. I'm sorry. I really like this look. I'm gonna give it a few hours. I'm gonna go outside and see how it holds up, and I'll come back and let y'all know how that went. All right, so I'm back. I was outside for a little bit, not too long, but honestly, my skin, I would say, looks pretty good. I could probably do a little more touch up on my forehead. It is a little shiny, but everything else, I usually start to crack around my nose because that's usually where I get the oiliest, and it looks pretty good. It's been, I'd say, about 4 hours. I would have done longer, but because I don't have my LED light, my ring light, I'm relying right now on the natural light outside. Honestly, this looks good. I think this is a great hack for, especially for those people with oily skin or combination skin that tend to be oilier when it's warmer outside. I know the weather is starting to get warmer, and hopefully we'll be able to go, oh no, we can't even go out right now. Hopefully we'll be able to go outside soon so you can show off this new technique. I am so glad I found it because this is the reason I really did not like wearing makeup when it gets warmer. But hopefully you found this useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.